Hey guys, welcome back to another online lesson. This time we are going to multiply with mixed numbers and it's lesson 4.4. Make sure you have your note sheets ready. First, here are the steps. Say I have a problem like this. 2 1/2 times 1/4. Okay? I'm just going to rewrite it because I couldn't exactly type it correctly. Steps. First, what we have to do is change to an improper fraction. So anytime you have a mixed number, step one, make it an improper fraction. Here's my mixed number. To make it an improper fraction, we multiply and then we add. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Denominator is going to stay the same, 2 times 1/4. That'll just stay the same. So again, first change it to an improper fraction, and you do that by multiplying and then adding. Boom, denominators stay the same. 1/4 we just leave because it's just a regular fraction. Second, multiply the numerators. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. And that is step 3, multiply the denominators. Fourth and last is to simplify. And in this case we have 5/8. That's already simplified, so there's nothing more we can do. 4 steps to follow. I also want to say, I talked to most of you in class yesterday about simplifying before you multiply. So, if you want to simplify before you multiply, that's completely okay. And in fact, in the next couple examples, I'll show you how to do that. So here I have a couple more problems. 2/3 times 2 1/2. Okay, step 1, find your mixed numbers and change them to improper fractions. That's just a regular fraction, we'll leave it. Times 2 times 2 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, over 2 times 2/3. Okay, here's a case where we could simplify before we multiply. I look at my numerators and denominators. Ooh, 2 and 2. What's the greatest common factor? 2. So what I'm going to do, cross off that 2. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 2 one time. 3 and 5, no greatest common factor between the two. So now let's just multiply across. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so we're left with 5/3 improper. What we have to do is change it into a mixed number. To do that, I put 5 inside the house, 3 outside. 3 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, we are left with 2. So my remainder is 2. So my answer is going to be 1. My remainder of 2, denominator is going to be what we're dividing by, thirds. So my answer is 1 2/3. Let's try this one. 1 7/8 times 3 1/3. Okay, 2 mixed numbers, just follow the same process. Step 1, change them to improper fractions. So let's do it. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15, times 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Perfect. So now we have 2 improper fractions, and this is a case where simplifying before we multiply will make a lot easier. Sure, could you just multiply the top, multiply the bottom, and then simplify? Absolutely. But looking at it, it may be easier to simplify first. I see 15 and I see 3, and I ask myself, what is the greatest common factor, or what's the largest number that can go into both? Well, 3 can. So 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 15 5 times. Good. Then I see 2 numbers here. I see 10 and I see 8. Both even numbers, so therefore, what's the largest number that can go into both of those? 2. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 goes into 10 5 times. Excuse me. Now we are multiplying across. 5 times 5, 4 times 1. Okay? We simplified first, make it easier towards the end. Let's do it. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay? So now we're left with 25/4 and improper fraction that now we have to change it to a mixed number. 25 on the inside, 4 on the outside. Perfect. 4 goes into 25, the closest it can is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract, we are at 1. Okay, so now my whole number is 6. My remainder is 1. And we were dividing by 4. So 6 and 1/4. So there we have our answer. I left 2 for you to try. Again, follow the steps, do the best you can, and we'll see you in class.